3rd and 1. Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run. It's Camara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Camara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Levis. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
My dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Try to pound it in, Camara. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Levis sets up to throw here. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from a yard out. And the Tigers are on the board here first in the season opener. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Levis will try to throw for the 2. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 11-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Hurts looking to change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Eckler will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3rd and 2, here's Levis. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Levis now off of play action. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd down, here's Levis. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Back to throw, it's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. And Levis going back to the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And this offense has converted twice already here in this 1st half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. On 1st down, Hurts. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis now on second down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a made.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time,
touchdown, Texans! Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Meanwhile, Levis is thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Touchdown! Dallas got it. 28 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And quickly they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Levis out of the shotgun now. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Levis to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Fourth down, Levis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Levis now on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Coates. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Levis looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd down, here's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you...
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 2nd down throw from Levis. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.